possible for him to return home and take up his life again, at the point where it was so unfortunately interrupted 4 years ago. He was dazzled by the prospect so abruptly opening out to him. The thing so filled his mind, moved him so deeply, that he must afford it expression, doing so more than he knew or intended, to the astute gentleman who watched him so keenly while. "Go home, if you will," said his lordship. "Pause. You may be sure that none will harass you on the score of your piracy, considering what was done that drove you to it. But why be in haste? We have heard of you, to be sure, and we know of what you are capable upon the seas. Here is a great chance for you, since you declare yourself sick of piracy. Should you choose to serve King William out here during this war, your knowledge of the West Indies should render you a very valuable servant to His Majesty's government, which you would not find ungrateful. You should consider it. Damn, sir, I repeat, it is a great chance you are given." "That your lordship gives me," Blood amended, "I am very grateful, but at the moment, I confess, I can consider nothing but this great news. It alters the shape of the world. I must accustom myself to it, as it now is, before I can determine my own place in it." Pitt came in to report that the work of rescue was at hand, and the men picked up, some 45 in all, safe aboard the 2 buccaneer ships. He asked for orders. Blood rose. "I am negligent of your lordship's concerns in my consideration of my own. You'll be wishing me to land you at Port Royal." "At Port Royal?" The little man squirmed wrathfully on his seat. Wrathfully, and at length, he informed Blood that they had put into Port Royal last evening to find its deputy governor absent. He had gone on some wild goose chase to Tortuga after buccaneers, taking the whole of the fleet with him. Blood stared in surprise a moment, then yielded to laughter. "He went, I suppose, before news reached him of the change of government at home and the war with France." "He did not," snapped Willoughby. "He was informed of both, and also of my coming before he set out." "Oh, impossible." "So I should have thought, but I have the information from a Major Mallard whom I found in Port Royal, apparently governing in this fool's absence." "But is he mad to leave his post at such a time?" Blood was amazed. "Taking the whole fleet with him, pray remember, and leaving the place open to French attack. That is the sort of deputy governor that the late government thought fit to appoint. An epitome of its misrule, damn. He leaves Port Royal unguarded, save by a ramshackle fort that can be reduced to rubble in an hour. Stab me! It's unbelievable!" The lingering smile faded from Blood's face. "Is Rivarol aware of this?" he cried sharply. It was the Dutch admiral who answered him. "Would he go there if he were not? Monsieur de Rivarol, he takes some of our men prisoners. Perhaps they tell him. Perhaps he make them tell. It is a great opportunity." His lordship snarled like a mountain cat. "That rascal